Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode 2 of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening walkthrough. And in the first little episode that we had, we started from the very beginning, kind of walked through how to actually get the tail key, how to get your sword back, all that kind of good stuff. And now we're actually at our first dungeon. And this is the tail cave, I believe is what it's called. And I'm going to show you how to beat it. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this dungeon is extremely simple. It's very, very easy. There's a couple of bosses that you're gonna want to fight in here. Of course, they call them like the nightmare room for the main boss. But we're gonna go ahead and gonna take our first left. These little guys are super easy to beat. All you have to do is either block them with your shield or hit them with your sword. As you see, you can kind of just knock them back with your sword or your shield, or simpler way, just swing your sword, knock them off the edge. And there goes our first key. So we're gonna grab that. Hey, you got a small key. It can open a locked door. Now we're just gonna go to our left here. And as you see in here, there's a chest in the middle. Knock these guys out. Dodge those little things right there. And then, of course, the door to your right opens up. And in here is going to be the compass. You got the compass. Now you can see where the chests and nightmares are hidden. This compass has a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is nearby. So that's kind of handy. So when you walk into a room, you're going to know if a key is in there or not. But if you look now, you can see every single chest on the map. And so we're going to go back to this little thing here at the very beginning and continue our tour of the dungeon. So we're just going to keep going here. Go straight up. Did you see, you hear that little tone? So that means that there's a chest in here. It should spawn right here where I'm standing with a key in it. So let's just go ahead and knock this guy off. I'm going to stand here. It's going to drop the chest. Go over here, open that up. We got ourselves a key. All right. And it really doesn't matter too much which direction you go in all this. I'm not exactly 100% sure what the best route is, but we're just going to go to the left here and start knocking out these over here. Just keep in mind, this is actually kind of a good thing to learn early on before you start fighting the main boss. Don't stand on these for too long. If you stand on these for too long, it's going to break, okay? And you will fall through, so just keep that in mind. Go ahead and knock those out of the way. These guys are fairly simple to kind of kill. Just hit them twice. Okay, that bat is kind of mean. Also, you can use this, push this up, and it'll keep that thing from hitting you, because that's going to want to trigger every time you run past it. So just keep that in mind. Also, I'm going to go ahead and run over here and grab this chest. I'm about to get hit by this guy. Probably. You got a small key. You can open a locked door. Also, the yellow little orb thing you see to my right, you cannot beat those until towards the end of the game, so you just have to basically dodge them in every dungeon. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, FYI. Ah! Okay. So we got by it. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and run up here and through this little door. As you can see, you gonna have to run all the way around to the right here. Just kind of follow the yellow orb in its path. You'll be alright. Also, hit those little red guys there because they will jump on your back and make it really difficult to move. Also, with these beak guys here, you have to find the actual beak in one of the chests in all the dungeons, and basically it gives you tips on how to beat the dungeon. So if you check it without the little beak in there, it's going to say the beakless statue is saying something. You can't make it out. But basically it's an owl without a beak is what it is. But what he's wanting you to do is push this little guy up. That unlocks this side. Go in here. Basically, just you can knock him into the hole, but the main thing is you want to bump them with your shield, get them on their back, hit them a couple of times, they'll die. As you see over here, it's going to spawn a little staircase. Just go down the staircase. And look, it's like we're in Mario. A cool thing about the Goombas down here, if you just, like, if you hit them with your sword and kill them, they're not really going to drop anything. But if you jump on their head like in Mario, they always drop a heart. So it's always kind of good to know. So if you need an extra heart or something, always good to know. Well, I forgot you cannot... Wait, I can't jump. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have my jumpy thing yet, so... Kind of have to just fall on them. I'm just gonna fall on him right here. Boop. The heart. It's gonna travel up here. Okay, just gonna run all the way up here. Also notice, you can't really get to that without jumping. So I wonder what's gonna be up here in this chest. Kind of bait those. Open this guy up. Hey look, you got the Rock's Feather. Feels like your body is a lot lighter. So if you equip that, whoops, I want to equip it to my other one. So if you equip that, you can now jump. So you can just jump over those guys. If you want to, you can grab those hearts if you're low. Let's go back down here. Basically, we're just going to backtrack now. You can kind of just jump over everything now that you have the Rock's Feather. Just run back this way. Really no need to be anywhere else. And now that you have the Rock's Feather, you can just jump over this void. Go through there. Okay, well, I was going to try to beat that guy. Keeps running away. Alright, so now I'm going to run around here. Go up this way. See, again, it really doesn't matter which way you go as long as you're getting everything. You notice there's a chest here. There's also going to be a chest up here. We're going to come back and get this chest here in just a minute, so keep in mind of that. Okay, he's not really going to pose a problem, so we're just going to leave him alone. We got a couple of keys. We're going to go ahead and use one. Go up here, and we're going to grab this chest here. And looky what we got. We got the Nightmare Key. So now, with the Nightmare Key, we can technically go find the boss room and go ahead and go beat him. But we're going to beat the rest of the dungeon real quick. So we're just going to run back this way. And if you want to unlock that other chest over here, let's say we're going to come back and get, all I have to do is beat this guy up here. And ouch. Beat these little guys here. And there goes the chest. So basically all you have to do is beat all the monsters in the vicinity. Got yourself a red rupee. Or 20 rupees. I'm going to go back over this way. Knock these guys out. Grab that blue rupee. Let's go ahead and use this little key here. Go off to my right. As you see, we're going this way. The nightmare room is, I think, one more to the right and one more up, but technically we really don't have to go there just yet. Okay, that guy's kind of dumb. Ah! Okay, there we go. Run up here. This is a cool little puzzle. As you can see, it's kind of obvious. You just want to make sure that you hit them all in the same sort of shape. Ah, I messed up. Okay. Let's start over. Whoops. Hit two on accident. I promise I know what I'm doing, guys. You know, I'm very bad at this. Let's wait for him to drop on the right thing. Beat this one. Ah, come on. I'm trying to be patient here, guys. I don't want to screw it up again. Okay, there we go. Also, if you hit him when he's on the heart, they will drop hearts, which is kind of something I need right now, but we'll get by. Don't worry. We'll get by. Hey, look, we got the little stone beak. Now to find an owl statue to fit it into. So now you basically can just put him into any statue, and he'll give you a tip. Turn aside the spine ones with a shield, which we already know how to do that. Just talking about the little spiked guys. Okay. So we're gonna run back this way. I'm just trying to find some hearts, so we don't completely die right off the bat. All right, we're gonna go down here now. We cannot go down there yet. Okay, that's sad. So it's locked from the other way, so it looks like we have to go around. So we need to go back around. Again, I don't know the perfect route for this dungeon or for any dungeon really, but I do know how to beat them. Okay, so now we just need to go to the right. Because last time we went to the left. Let's beat these guys here. Okay. Drop a chest. And I believe this is where the map is, if I remember correctly. Yes. Okay. So we got the map. At last, you got a map. Press the minus sign to look at it. Again, I'm on Switch. So now we're back here. So now we've got most of the dungeon already beat. Notice here that this little chest has not been opened yet. We cannot access that room until later on in the game. You have to get bombs first, but that is actually going to have a secret seashell in there. So remember, you need to go back to this dungeon, blow up the wall on the left-hand side here to get the secret seashell. It's all the way over here. If you look, you see that cracked wall right there? That's what I'm talking about. Now, I think we've gotten mostly everything else in the dungeon, so now we can just kind of make our way to the nightmare room. So let's go ahead and go do that. And again, like I said, this dungeon was not very big, super easy to beat. There's really no wrong way to do it, per se. Okay, so here's our first mini-boss. And he's pretty simple. All you have to do is just jump over this, hit him a couple times. I mean, he's fairly easy to beat, not gonna lie. I mean, just jump over the thing and just hit him a bunch. Looky here. He spawns a fairy. So with the fairies, notice in this game, they do not revive you. They instead, all they do is heal you. So if I would have actually gone to the actual fishing spot at the very beginning of the game, it's up in the top left of the village. I'll show you that in a next episode. But you can actually fish for a bottle. You can use that bottle to actually capture the fairy. That way it's kind of like a full heal potion. I think it gives you 8 hearts, 6 or 8 hearts total. So just keep that in mind. And now this little blue thing will actually take you to the very beginning of the dungeon. You see it's a little teleportation platform looking thing. It'll teleport you back to the first room. And that's kind of handy, especially in some of these dungeons if you need to run back to the very beginning to go a different route or go out and get something and come back in the dungeon. It's very helpful. I'm gonna run in here. Remember, we gotta dodge those things. I always forget about them. Also, what is down here? I can't remember. We're gonna go down here real quick. That little Goomba thing. Okay, so it just spawns. Okay, so I remember what this is. So in the boss fight, you're gonna notice I was talking about those cracked platforms that you can't really stand on. If you stand on one in the boss fight, you will fall through and land here. You can grab those hearts and re-challenge the boss. Just keep in mind, every time you fall through, you have to re-challenge the boss from the very beginning. But this is boss. It's very easy to beat, so it's really not necessary. So. Buzz buzz, outsider. Again, he's basically the easiest boss in the game. Moldorm. Okay, so all you have to do is hit the little pink thing on the back of his tail. Little orb. You just have to dodge him while he does it. When you hit it, he's gonna go berserk. Just don't cross paths with him because he will knock you off. It's gonna pop open again, just whack it again. Dodge him once again. And he is pretty unpredictable, so keep that in mind. Now, with the third time, notice he's going to go into the berserk mode, and his thing is still going to be lit up. All you have to do is hit it again. Okay, come on. Okay. And you beat Moldorm. Fairly simple, right? All right. Looky there. We got a piece of heart. Or actually, a full heart container. You got a heart container. Your maximum number of hearts increased. And your health has been refilled too. All right. So now we got 4 hearts. We're going to go over here. And look, we got a cello. Our first musical instrument. You got the full moon cello. It's going to play the little tune. Oh, see, now that's just beautiful. Make that your ringtone. Swamp. Well, that's your next clue. Go to the swamp. A path opens in the blooms. Ooh, fancy. Alrighty, and that is how you beat the Tail Cave dungeon. I think it's called Tail Cave. But now that you got to do that, now there's a few more things that you need to do. You need to go back to the main village and do some things there, but I will go over that in the next episode. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for new. But guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Again, I hope it was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. But guys, I'm peacing out for now. Have a great night, great day, wherever you are. Until next time, peace out.